start.
First Croc guest for sure.
Yeah.
I was on these early.
On the Croc game early?
Yeah, super early.
Back when Idiocracy came out, you're like, dude, I gotta get this.
Not that early. Yeah.
It's funny. Have you heard Mike Judge talking about that? So in the movie Idiocracy,
yeah.
Right? So he was talking like 5 or 6 years later after it came out. He's like, yeah, we were just trying to find some like cheap shoes that everybody could wear. The costume designer was like, hey, I need to find something to outfit the whole cast in. And they're like, oh yeah, these things, they're never going to be popular and they're super cheap to buy. Like, let's just get a bunch of Crocs for everybody. So then all the idiots in the movie Idiocracy, they're all wearing Crocs.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Now that you say that, yeah. I love that movie. The movie's hilarious.
Dude, it's great. Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's get rolling. Yeah. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Banya.
Yo.
Got myself here, and of course, the handsome debonair Luke Manuel. And our guest today is Drew, and totally spacing your last name, Drew.
Files.
Yeah. Drew Files.
I don't think you guys ever knew my last name.
I don't think I did, actually, now that you say that. DrewJitsu.
Go off of Instagram.
Yeah, everyone calls me. My coach, every time I walk in, DrewJitsu.
Yeah. So, DrewJitsu is with us today. So, welcome.
Thanks, man. Actually, big fan.
Yeah.
Love podcasts. Love your guys' idea and take on it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's been fun going through the gym and kind of expanding out into some other people that are just interesting and business owners and stuff like that. So we're gonna
No, I thought it was a great idea. Yeah,
Well,
just because that's part of the magic of jiu-jitsu is like you never know who's who.
Yeah,
and
sure.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and we definitely, like we've said this before, it's fun, getting in the heads of like people who are all over the spectrum too, not just autistically, but like what I'm saying, like beginners, people that are just walking into it, people that are in the middle of it, people that have been in it for 10 plus years. So it's fun to mess around with that variety we have, and not just focus on one aspect of it.
So everyone's take is a little different too.
Oh, for sure,
which is cool.
And it's like I think it's like good. For me, like there was a point when I was burnt out on wrestling, right, and then getting into this was super fun, and then like listening and watching to some of the guys that are probably a little bit more burnt out on it, and then like listening to the beginners again, kind of like with that full-on addiction and
that spark.
Yeah, that spark. It's good for all of us, to just replay that. You know what I'm saying?
It is,
so it's cool. Even if somebody's not like a super high-level jiu-jitsu person, they still have tremendous benefit to all of us, and keeping us motivated and having fun. And
oh, that's one of the main things I love is like showing somebody something and they just look up like pure joy. Like, oh my God. That's like one of the coolest parts is just like trying to get the person to click it, and then they click it and you just get to watch. It's like, good job. That's sick. Dude,
I only took your class once ever because I'm a morning guy typically, but to this day, dude, I love the one of the things that you showed me. I'm sure you showed more things, but you know how it goes.
Yeah.
I just connected with this one thing that you did. It was the shin to shin into X guard.
Yeah.
Right? Dude, so much fun. Just boot scoot to that shin guard.
Yeah, you can like
shin and then just push on their opposite leg, roll back. I love that motion for some reason of just like getting into that, and then that's a pretty tough spot for people to fight out of too when you're that deep on an X guard.
Yeah. The shin to shin, especially for like you, like danger close, you're on those legs already, so you'll get big reactions. But no, that move is that's a move I like actually got really good at. Like, but too good where my level was, and I just remember like when you can hear the like foot go, like it's almost weightless, and you just whack it, like that's what gets me going in jiu-jitsu, like a good butterfly sweep where you like get some height and
things that just slide into place.
That's like the part that keeps me coming back, is it just feels so good. No idea why certain moves, But,
well, and the little amount of effort that it takes for when the momentum is right, the person is starting to move a certain way, and then it takes no effort. Like a butterfly. I think of that with butterfly sleeps. You just get that foot hooked, and lift up really smoothly. Like, doesn't matter if they're 100 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
They're going over. It's like, that's a cool feeling.
Especially with you with your shoulder crunch.
Yeah. I love my shoulder crunch. Yeah.
Me too.
And it just goes.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter the weight of the person. When you have that, they're not pushing against that.
Yeah.
So it's a fun one. But before we get started, or not started, but too far, let's get a little info for Drew. Drew's a BJJ brown belt, although I'm not sure when the last time I saw the brown belt because he only does no-gi.
Promotions. I did a couple rounds the other day at Open Man. I threw it on.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. No, I honestly want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you never know what you got till it's gone. It's so true. With my work schedule, I'm like, man, I want to do some more gi, you know?
Hell yeah.
Can't do it. Not at least that proving ground, you know? And so.
What's their schedules like over there?
It's no gi, I think, every day except Thursday. And then they have gi Thursday, Friday. And I want to say that's it for gi.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little different. It's like split. Plus, we have all the MMA guys, too. So it's a lot of classes that, like, fit, honestly.
Yeah. They don't have an early morning one.
They do at 7, but the days I'm off, I gotta take my kid to school.
Oh,
so I'm like, can't win.
And that's for everybody listening. It's a proving ground. So where you coach now, mostly now that you're not coaching at Grey Wolf at all.
Yeah, I'm once a week there right now, which I really enjoy. Coach keeps telling me, hey, you gotta teach more, but my schedule's kind of weird right now. So, but I love teaching. Coach Ruben is, white to black. I mean, he says I'm getting my black belt next month.
Oh, yeah.
Nice, dude.
Trying to freaking, hey, it's okay. Yeah, whatever. He's like, I can't give it to these people before you. I'm like, hey, I don't care about that. But yeah, no. Proving ground for sure. I was with him before it was proving ground, kind of. He stood up that whole gym and...
What was it before proving ground?
He was training out at... So, the gym I started at in 2012, which is forever ago, was called Kickers. And then we did a lot of Muay Thai and no-gi Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, okay.
That was, like, how I started, too. I thought I wanted to do MMA, and then you spar a few times, you're like, it's fun. But you get a headache. You get cracked once, you're like, it's not that fun. Yeah.
Never had the interest for that, thank God.
Oh, yeah. I don't...
brain damage.
Man, I kind of want to do it now, but not, like, crazy. Like, just for fun.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Out in El Mirage, Surprise. That's where I started.
So it was Kickers, it was called.
Yeah, it was... this other guy owned it. It was a, like, Muay Thai gym. And then Coach ran his no-gi program out of there.
Okay.
And he kind of just, like, amassed so many students, he had to, like... move out.
Right. Sweet.
But yeah, it was cool. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I know he's talking about his story of promotions, which was 3 or 4 months ago, whenever that was.
Yeah. When Kate got her black...
And KT and Kate got their black belts, so... Yeah, it was cool to hear his story. He's an emotional guy, and
dude. Every time you're like, Coach, it's okay. He's like, no, he's gotta let you know how he feels. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Cabe's the same way. It's great. Yeah, I love to see it. I mean, guys who are just absolute savages that can,
Cabe's so chill, but his teaching style is so sharp. Like every time I've taken one of his classes, like actually he taught me kind of like one time he taught me the flying knee cut, the low knee cut, and to this day I still use it. And I always think, because I was like, Coach, I'm not getting it, He's like, all right, come here. He made me do it like 50 times. He's like, I got it. And like
from like headquarters.
Yeah, his whole surf. Yeah, his 1-2. I think he has like 13 in there or something.
Okay,
yeah. He was a coach out there for like 2 years.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, it's cool. It's we got a good group with us and Proving Ground. We go out there pretty often. It's a good gym. I'm glad you guys have always welcomed us with open arms.
Yeah, no, I think that just starts from the Coach Cabe and Coach Ruben. They're just tight, and and then I feel like me coming over here kind of had some of the lower guys like want to mix in.
Sure.
I think it's beautiful. I love cross training, because it's
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. So how long you been doing jiu-jitsu in total then?
So I started in 2012.
Okay.
But 2013, I joined the Army. So I was in the Army for just under 4 years. And then I got out. So I basically, like, I was training in the Army a little bit, but it was not like...
It was like combatives or like...
No, like, I found a little gym I liked, and it was actually, you know, shout out, I think it was Battleground.
Okay.
Taekwondo in Lakewood, Washington. Yeah.
Okay.
Man, that was a long time ago. But I was training there for like a year or two, and then I got out, came back, and I basically started over. Like, all my peers had been training that whole time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so I started in 2000, the Army, had a kid. So I say I've been training like 10 years.
Yeah.
11 years, 12 years, somewhere around there. I try to subtract it.
Yeah.
But my Coach Ruben's like, you've been training 13 years. I'm like, don't say it like that. But it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's great. I mean, definitely miss you over at Tuesdays
I know.
and Thursdays.
I miss you guys too.
I get it. Your job, right?
Yeah, dude. Trust me, I tried to talk to the union. Tried to, you know, hey, let's work something out. And there's, you know how it is. Management's just got their own thing. So
Yeah.
but Bino is amazing. So
Oh yeah, he's great.
I'm glad he's over there, and I need to come visit you guys. It's tough. It's so tough. It's, you know.
It's a little bit of a hike. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe once I get a new car. That's the other part. I'm like worried about breaking down all the time.
Well, did you hear about what we're doing this Friday morning?
Oh yeah.
I know what's going on.
All right, so we got Vinny. Coach Vinny's gonna MC host, kind of like towards the end of practice, a comedy show.
Oh.
So everybody has to, you know, Kill Tony.
Yeah, I love Kill Tony.
Okay, so everybody's got to write a minute and do their best, and those who bomb will suffer consequences.
You gotta go with Vinny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or Luke.
I don't know if we've dialed it in yet as to what Shark Tank's gonna happen to him,
Oh,
but
damn. I love Kill
yeah.
Tony. I was listening to that in like
it's the best.
2016.
Uh-huh.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, so I've been sharpening my sword. I actually want to go out there and get on the show.
That would be epic. Have you been like practicing in the mirror or?
No,
Oh, no?
just telling it to like
Dana?
a couple buddies and my brothers and even my mom.
That's always the thing. Like, I've written down some funny stuff, but I'm like, how do you like try it and be like, is this funny? You know, and I don't know.
You just call your buddies up and run it by them. But yeah, no. Now you know with Friday mornings,
Yeah.
5:30 in the morning. Come on.
Yeah.
If it goes well, we're gonna do it once a month probably.
Does he have a cool name for it?
No, we'll have to come up with something.
Yeah,
but,
Kill Vinny.
Yeah. I mean, dude, Vinny's such a good host. His voice is so good. He's so funny. Like, it's gonna be. I'm gonna be very surprised if this isn't one of the funniest things that we've all seen in a long time.
His energy is so.
Yeah.
I love it. You know. I could see him definitely killing it though. Like, come on, guys.
I'm a little concerned I'm gonna go too far though.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
We'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
Might not be allowed in the gym anymore.
You get a probation.
Yeah, we'll see.
Have you seen Vinny? He's done stand up before. He did an open mic night. Yeah.
No.
I need to rewatch it. At that time I wasn't like for some reason just like interested. I've always like listened to Kill Tony, but I don't know what happened in like the last couple of weeks where I've just been like, I want to try this and like actually do it, and like started thinking more methodically about like how to actually craft a joke, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I need to rewatch Vinny's set. I saw it, but it just kind of like flew through my head, you know?
Yeah.
It's got to be like half confidence.
Yeah.
You gotta have. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I'm gonna suffer. Like, I don't like have like a great like presentation voice or face, but yeah, I think I got some okay jokes, right?
Yeah.
Dana?
Yeah. No, they're good.
Dude, I'm gonna have to come just to listen.
Yeah,
just
you
be
should.
a judge.
Yeah.
Well, Dana will film it. I'm not sure if we'll release it to the public, but he can send it to you.
The group chats.
Yeah.
In the group chats.
Might be in a encrypted group chat.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Should be fun though.
Got some ones that are on the border for sure.
No, one of my favorite jokes is Hans Kim, and it's so inappropriate.
Dude, do you remember it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Hit us with it.
No.
Yeah, come
He's like, right when the Israeli stuff kicked off, he was like, I support Israel, and everyone like starts clapping. He's like, I stopped tipping. I was like,
Yeah.
just a simple little like, oh my god. Like,
Within the same one, he was like, I just hope both sides have fun. Dude, he is amazing, dude. That guy, yeah.
Have you seen him?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've listened to him 1,000 times. I've actually never watched a Kill Tony though. I always just listen to him because I'm always like doing shit, driving or.
What about a comedy show?
I have been to comedy shows before. Yeah, a long time ago, probably a decade.
That's like one of my favorite things to do with my wife, and I've seen Theo, Joey Diaz, Tom Segura.
All down at like Copper Blues.
No, at Tempe Improv mostly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then I saw Tom in Tacoma one time. Okay. Sam Talent, so funny.
Dude, that guy's he's one of my favorite guests.
Yeah,
he's on
for sure.
Kill Tony for sure.
Yeah, Kill Tony's the shit.
Yeah.
Have you gotten a chance to see Bert Kreischer yet?
No, I'm not. I don't find
Not a big
him.
Bert Kreischer guy? No.
Not your guy.
Nah, that laugh, I can't. That laugh, I'm like, I'm out of here.
He's okay. He's not my favorite either.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I love Tom, though. Tom in Your Mom's House, too.
Yeah, Christina P.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites, for sure.
Yeah, that show's hilarious. It's a crazy couple.
I know. Yeah, I know. They got a weird dynamic going on.
Yeah, but it's cool.
Yeah, so, it's going to be fun intertwining our jiu-jitsu with a comedy show. We'll see what happens, but I have high hopes.
Dude, I've had an idea kind of similar, actually very similar, but you have to do karaoke. So if you sit out at a restaurant, you got to sing karaoke. And but I just haven't asked Coach to do it.
That would be hilarious.
That
Right.
would be
So
super
nobody
fun.
would want to sit out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, yep.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Wondering Why by the Red Clay Strays.
Oh, a new one.
I can
You're
belt
going new
that
songs.
one.
That's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
song.
I can,
It's a great song.
Yeah, probably that one.
Okay.
Is your dad a musician?
No. My dad's a freaking hunter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Outdoorsman hunter,
Yeah,
hunting
basically.
bears and everything else.
Yeah, I got to go with him this year. It's going to feel like this up there, probably.
You guys do it in a tree?
No, we spot and stock.
Oh, you do? Okay.
But I'm just trying to help him get a bear this
Yeah.
year.
Has he gotten one before?
No, he never has. He's gotten a lot, most of the Arizona game animals, but not a bear.
Yeah.
They're super hard to find. Can you can use dogs in Arizona? Or
No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm not very well versed on it,
Yeah.
but like I know the government uses dogs to
Yeah.
like do that testing and stuff. I don't know if it's legal here. It might be.
Yeah.
But like I know in like Montana or actually I don't know where it's. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hunting dogs is like its own subculture.
Hunting with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did just my cousins like Jack Price and some of these guys that they in California they used to hunt bear, and like when you have dogs it's doable, but without dogs it's
Oh yeah.
I mean good luck finding them.
Yeah.
They're for as big as they are, they're like impossible.
So
to find.
many
They're
shadows
they're
on a
super
mountain.
Sneaky. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like really hard to find.
They're like
Right. So I don't know how that's gonna go. It's a lot of work to find one of those fuckers.
yeah. Well, yeah. We just me and my wife shot bulls together, elk in December. It was so much work. I'll never do that again.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. It was
Just hauling them out, or
Yeah, and they were close together.
Here in Arizona.
Yeah, we both got rifle tags, late rifle tags, and I even told my dad before. I was like, "Dude, I had a dream. We both got bulls like at the same time." And long story short, whatever. But cutting them up, walking them out took 2.5 days,
Yeah.
Whoa,
and there was 4 of us.
whoa,
Yeah.
no shit.
Yeah, you just think that the work doubles, but it kind of like triples because you get tireder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, so how much weight were you like? How much did you?
So without the cape and the head, the weight I dropped off at the processor for both of them was 500.
Wow.
So
Holy
so
shit.
250 each.
Yeah.
Probably more like 270, 230. But
Yeah.
my wife got that bigger
Cow,
one.
dude.
Dude, that's what freaking
Yeah.
cow, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm hoping to get one this year.
I meant to bring you guys. I was gonna bring you guys some ground elk, and I fucking sorry. Oops.
Thanks.
I
Oh, you can curse.
forgot it.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I forgot it.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
I was like, well, I know you guys are into it, but then I was like, I don't know if.
I still got my work cut out for me with that cow we got. So,
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we've got a lot.
We just bought one.
I gotta go get
How
some
long
more.
ago?
Like 2 months ago.
Yeah, 2 or 3 months ago.
Oh,
something
so you
like
guys
that.
have put a dent in it or nah?
Not really. Honestly. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, maybe 20 pounds.
Yeah.
It's
maybe.
crazy when you see it in person and
Oh,
like
yeah.
eat it, and you're like, man, that's a lot of food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and It's
the best food.
I ran into a roadblock a little bit because my wife, it's like super rich, which I love, but like you really don't need to eat as much of it, you know, compared to like, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, like watered down supermarket beef. Like this stuff is dense. Like, it's really rich, and like it's like my wife, like she only needs to eat like a tiny bit of it, and she's like, I'm full. You know? It's weird how that actually makes a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you've got some watery, juicy piece of beef, like you can smash a bunch of it. But even me, like I don't need to eat as much of it as I would if it was, you know, grocery store style for whatever reason that is.
Once I cook steaks,
satiate you faster.
Yeah, I can't stop. Like I like a New York strip. I cooked like 4 a day every day for like 2 weeks because I'm weird. I want to like get good at it, you know. And the New York, like I would cook one for my son, one for me, one for my wife. The second one would be gone. I'd be like, "Yeah, you didn't want a steak, right, babe?" She's like, "No." I'm like, okay, cool. So yeah, I believe you. Yeah.
What what was I gonna say? Oh, how do you like to cook it? Just grill it or different ways?
Just grill. Yeah. Okay. 2.5 minutes. Turn it. 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Salt.
Simplest.
Salt.
Yeah, that's the way to go for sure.
Yeah. Not a big sauce guy on steak.
No, it shouldn't need it. If it's a good steak, a little salt and pepper.
Yeah, just get some chicken. If you want sauce.
So your new job, you're a butcher, so you know all about the meats. Man.
I'm new.
What's the name of the company?
I work for the commissary on the Air Force Base.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a government job. But
yeah.
It's cool. I've actually, like, without trying, I know, like, all the cuts we do now. Just by, like, there's a couple I need, like, hey, what's, you know, but for the most part, I've learned all the cuts, all the basic stuff, grinding, pork chops, all that kind of stuff.
So are you full on enlisted, or is that
no, it's a civilian job. Yeah.
On it? Okay.
Yeah.
Were you in the Air Force?
I was in the Army.
Oh yeah, when you stepped out for a second, you said that.
Yeah.
For 4 years, right?
Yeah, right under 4 years. Fort Lewis, Washington.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was cool.
Nice.
Missed Arizona, dude. No sun.
Yeah.
Oh my god. People are like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "This is weird."
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them bitch about it too, though.
True. Yeah, the summers are nice, but
yeah, the winters get long.
Yeah, it wasn't even that bad too because you're close to the coast.
Yeah, I wonder because I bitch a lot about summer here in the summertime and all that, and I always want to leave and go somewhere else, but then I'm like, wonder how I'd actually do if I went back to, because I've lived in places where it was bad in the hard winters, and I don't know,
like Purdue, right?
Yeah, I mean Indiana,
okay.
The winters out there,
Midwest winters are crazy.
Yeah, but even where I'm from in Northern California, like we had some long winters sometimes, and like they still get them where it'll rain 30 days straight or whatever.
Yeah,
in the winter and all that, but so I don't know how I'd do. I think I'd do well, but I'd probably miss the Arizona sunshine.
Yeah, you get used to it. As weird as it sounds, like you get used to like, hey, the sun's on like all the time, and then you go outside, it's raining for like the 8th day in a row. You're like, damn.
Yeah, over that.
Did you find the summer was easier to deal with after sauning all last summer? Or I guess maybe we did this at the end of the summer.
Yeah. Oh man, I definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like I was telling you, I've told you this before. I think just literally the fact of it, like getting me outside, because like in the summer here, I'm like running from my car into the warehouse. Like you trying to stay outside as little as possible, right?
Yeah.
And like when Dane and I started sauning, even before we did this podcast, it was like we're out here all the time, and like with the cool bucket of water right there, it's like cool to just kick it out there, even if it's 110. Sun's down, it's hot, but you're outside. I think that made summer more enjoyable for me.
Yeah,
connecting more outside
for sure. I just spoke. Me and my wife just got a house like 6 months ago, so I've been trying to like get used to the fact, hey, this is mine. But no, same thing. I started shooting my bow a lot, and half the reasons is just to go outside, hang out outside, be in the sun. Because you get used, especially like I work inside all day. Like my eyes sometimes I'm like can't see anything when I walk outside.
You get to work in a cooler?
Yeah, it's like 40 degrees in there usually. 45. Yeah,
nice.
It's not too bad. It's good work. It's easy work.
Yeah, that'll be good in the summer for sure.
Yeah. In the winter though, I what's it called? Long johns. I forgot my long johns one day. Man, I was sick. I made myself sick.
Oh, yeah.
My feet got cold all day. Like,
Ooh, yeah.
yeah,
That'll do it.
for sure.
Do you you have space in your backyard for a target for your bow, or do you just go
Got
out?
like 29 yards.
Yeah.
It's not a lot, but yeah, it's fun. It's just trying to it's just trying to concentrate and not have the automatic like impulse, all the archery trigger movement and all that. Yeah, it's very hard and very like rewarding.
I find it when I do it outside, like I've only got like 15, maybe 20 if I push wall to wall in my backyard. But just going through the motions, getting some shots off, and I feel like when it's in the sun, I'm a little hot. Like it's just baking me, and it forces me to like stay focused on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because then I'm not thinking about anything else. Because sometimes if you're pulling, like some other thought may go into your mind, and you can't have that happen and be as like repeatable as possible, right?
Yeah. No, I just had to keep telling myself, like, instead of squeeze, I just slow down, because I wanted to.
And punch and trigger.
Yeah, like even I know I killed an elk with my bow, a spike, a couple of years ago. But I think I kind of got lucky. I mean, I don't. I remember aiming and going, boom, going like, So
Could have gone either way.
yeah, but it died within like 30 yards. So I was like, and my dad showed up. He's like, "Damn, dude, good shot." I'm like,
Thank you.
yeah, like, I have no idea how I made it happen.
No problem.
I mean, that's the practice. It's just that, muscle memory of getting in the right spot.
Yeah, I might have to tap out before Luke here.
Yeah.
Dude,
Let's go take a cold dump. Cold plunge. This episode of the Banya is brought to you by Optimize. Optimize is a health and wellness center run by Jesse Meringue, a fellow training partner of ours. They've got amazing center. They've got your cold plunge, your sauna, the infrared, the hot tub, compression therapy, as well as this PEMF therapy. It's like pulse electromagnetic field. It's amazing. Feels crazy, like you get that electro stim. But the idea is you've got a time in there for an hour to switch between different therapies. You can go from the sauna to the cold plunge to the hot tub. Feels amazing. Luke and I just did that last week, and absolutely, it was incredible. So if you're looking to recover from any sort of athletics or just to feel better, go check out Optimize. And for anybody, the listeners, if you just tell them you heard it on the Banya, they'll give you 50% off your first session. So I believe normally it's $39 for the first session for an hour, so it'll be half that. So go check them out. It's an amazing place.
Go ahead and hit us with a glass of water on the rocks.
Oh yeah, he was worried about this earlier.
Yeah, dude, I saw Alex do it.
Now's the time, right after the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Just one big old ladle.
Nah,
Yep.
do like just double. Yeah, there you go. That'll be good. It's a lot actually in those.
Good?
You can do all of it.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm scared. I'm a cautious
Oh yeah. There
guy.
it comes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
My lungs didn't want to accept that air.
This feels exactly like the tent stove gets too hot in the tent.
Oh yeah.
Just no moisture.
Oh, you needed that.
All right, Drew. So tell us a little bit about your jiu-jitsu journey. Like what kind of, I know you do mostly no-gi. I've always done mostly no-gi, but what is if you had to name your game or give kind of a synopsis of how you like to play mostly, what would you say?
Oh man. So it's kind of changed recently, but dude, talking about being obsessed about jiu-jitsu. I just recently slowed down with last 6 months. I used to go home, watch jiu-jitsu, no southern, I was long running obsession. But right now I've really fallen in love with passing, especially no-gi. And No, basically passing into arm triangles.
Okay.
It's like my favorite. And then my backup is always passing. Hopefully they're using their legs to stop the pass. I'll enter my leg locks.
Okay.
Which I still like, but I like to enter from the top instead of the bottom.
Okay.
As a backup. And yeah, it's kind of my game. I mean, there's some backup stuff in there and stuff, but I find from arm triangle positions, I'm either going to get it or you're going to, give up your back. So,
Yeah.
a lot of Gianni Grippo.
Okay. Gianni Grippo?
Yeah.
Okay.
I watch a lot of his stuff. And still love my half guard, but playing guard's so hard sometimes.
Yeah.
Just accepting that pressure for minutes, you know?
Sure. Sure. Do you find it's more exhausting to play guard or to try and pass?
I think it's like different for everyone just because everyone is, like for me, I like to set a pace when I start passing because I don't want to pass too soon.
Yeah.
Really, I want to get you kind of fatigued and see what you're going to do a little bit and just constantly work you. And then I speed up as I go, which I found has been really successful. Like, so if half the round's over, okay, it's second gear now. Like, I'm actually going to try to get close to you.
I never thought about changing pace in the match like that.
Oh, yeah. You got to try
starting, like, be very particular and start slower, a certain pace, and don't, exceed that, and then work up to it. I've never considered that.
Yeah. I think I stole that from Yoel Romero. If you watch a lot of his old UFC fights, he's like punching half speed, like still, quick, but and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, he went for real. He's, just that.
Turn it on.
That opponent's brain gets used to the pace, and it's stressful when you change it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's interesting. Kind of lull them a little bit.
Yeah, just get them used to it and go, oh, I wasn't going, 100. I was going 60.
Yeah. Huh. You ever done that before, Luke? Like, thought that
for
way?
sure in wrestling. Actually, we were just talking about this in class on Friday because, like, we're talking about, a lot of what happens in wrestling is when you break your opponent, like in that second or third round, it can go from being like a neck and neck match to just completely demolishing your opponent, and it's just at that breaking point. So if you can keep up that pressure and stay solid in a wrestling match, typically you're going to be able to break somebody. I mean, we were talking about it in the context of jiu-jitsu, and that it's a little bit trickier because, like, I feel like at least at this stage in my jiu-jitsu, I feel like there's always an opportunity, like somebody could end the match. Like they could be getting their ass kicked, but they could just put together one good leg lock, one good arm bar, slap a triangle on you, you get lazy for a second, and you can be in real danger. Versus in wrestling, it's you can get pinned, but it's pretty hard to pin somebody. Like a lot of it comes down to like that grit and that pressure and like who can maintain the position. Yeah. And be in it's more of a cardio game at that point, right? Where it's just like it's literally who's gonna break first. Right?
Yeah, I don't have much cardio, but that's why I start at 60, so that like. Yeah, because
well, it'd be the same thing in wrestling too. Like if you just went out there and started spazzing from the get-go and you weren't changing speeds, which is what we call it, right? It's like you gotta maintain good position and you gotta move your opponent, but you can't be 1,000% the whole time, or else you're gonna be the one that breaks. You know, so it's just like playing that game, like you said, like what percentage am I at right now, and then like when you see that 1 minute left, 2 minutes left, then you fucking lay it on, and try to see if you can break them. So
I started doing that years ago too. The last 30 seconds, I'm gonna try to tap you, because then it's like, dude, I was in control,
Yeah, it's a little hard too in jiu-jitsu, I think, because like there's a lot of trench positions, right? Who did we get that from? It's like maybe Bino and Lucas. I like that word a lot. Trench, right? Where like you find a position where you can kind of rest and then you're in good position. Like for me, it's my half guard controlling a sleeve and a wrist on the opposite side. I can just chill there on almost anybody
recover
right
now.
Yeah. Like I don't use a ton of energy, and they're sitting there trying to get
me too. Actually, in Nogi, I do the same thing. Just I actually use like a wrong way lockdown to keep their knee on the mat and just catch my breath.
So I feel like there's a lot more positions like that. I mean, even just getting trapped in somebody's guard, it's like there's a little bit more. If if you do it right, there's places to rest and recover.
Yeah, for sure.
That in wrestling it doesn't really exist. You're either if you're down, you're getting pounded, and if you're on your feet, it's always a grind. So there's not really anywhere to hide. You know what I mean?
No, I was watching the Gable Stevenson. What's that guy's name? Hendricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah. I get it. My roommate. I have a roommate. He's one of my best friends, but he wrestled. He's a high school coach and all that. So he always has it on. So so I've gotten into wrestling culture and all that. It's
dude, the cool, like, especially for your size, I would highly suggest watching some videos of John Smith versus Bela Glazov. I think it was Sergey. There's a couple brothers. So John Smith, head coach of Oklahoma State. I think he recently retired. But
the low single guy, right?
Yeah, single guy. But also just, dude,
amazing.
Watch him grind against Bela Glazov, who's like, he's an all-time great. Like, this dude is, I mean, him and his brothers, I don't know how many Olympic gold medals they have, but it's a lot. And, Smith beats him, but holy shit, dude. And it's like, these small guys, the technique that they have and the speed and they're the funnest to watch.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in wrestling, like the 165 and below weight classes, those are the best.
Yeah. No, I think it's like that in jiu-jitsu too, depending on what you like. I mean, Gordon is impressive to watch. Just because of the control.
Yeah.
Even when they recover on him, even like recover their guard on him, he's like, okay, whatever. But no, I watch a lot. Have you guys seen DJ Demetrius Johnson's?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Mighty Mouse.
Dude, how athletic is that guy?
Right.
Well, he won that absolute weighting. This guy was like 130 pounds bigger than him.
Yeah, it's insane.
Crazy.
It's insane. Yeah, I'd rather roll with someone slightly bigger than me, just because some of the guys my size, their speed is scary. Like, whoa, dude.
Have you ever rolled with Kevin Carrasco?
No, well, I
Dude,
think maybe
that's
one
his last
time.
name,
Yeah.
Yeah.
One time years ago, he whooped my ass.
Bro, that dude is so fast. Like,
No,
so,
his legs are doing crazy. Yeah.
Okay, so I was gonna say that. So I like to grab pants a lot to pass.
Yeah.
And like, I've never seen anybody do this. So he's on his ass, I'm grabbing his pants, and like, he has this like quick twitch where he's like, he
pops it?
Yeah, he like pop my hands off, just like kicking, but also like, his hips are flexible enough, and his feet are super fast where like, it's almost like his legs are like hands, the way that he moves them, in that level of speed.
But legit, like,
it was wild
Yeah.
to feel that. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, his leg work is crazy. Like, he's fought some of the best in the world too, and it's his guard retentions. It's his like everything, his hip and leg movement. Well, he's also very technical, but the speed at which he goes, it's
Fastest jiu-jitsu person I've gone with to date.
I think so, for sure.
By far. But super fun. Yeah, they're doing a competition class out there at 10 a.m.s.
Nice.
I was lucky enough to get to one of those.
Nice. So speaking of competitions, Drew, I haven't seen you compete before.
Yeah, I did
When
a
was
lot
the
of
last time you did a competition?
fight to win.
Okay.
I think maybe
nice.
at purple belt.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to. It's just I know how much time it takes, especially the upper belt levels. It's like you can't.
You
go
gotta
in
train
shitty
3-4 days a week.
Yeah.
And
I want to do a naga soon, but this year I'm focused on hunting. Honestly, like I told you, I want to shoot a deer with my bow. And
yeah.
Yes.
You want to get a cool plunge
Yeah,
real quick and we wrap it up?
Yeah, which one is like a brain diabetes? Is that dementia or Alzheimer's?
Well,
like
Alzheimer's,
it's like
and I'm no doctor, of course, so this is not medical advice or any information, but it's Alzheimer's has been starting to be considered type 3 diabetes.
Right, yeah.
So it has to do with like
Alzheimer's.
insulin resistance, I guess. That's as far as I
in
know.
the brain, I think. or
Well, it
something.
affects the brain, yeah.
Is that so? Basically, going back to sugar. Is sugar what's?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
basically.
that's diet. Yeah, exactly. So,
Unnatural sugars, for sure.
yeah, and then dementia. Yeah, that's just like degeneration of neurons. Or I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. So like, the legal battles and stuff we fight over as far as like, like THC, cannabis, right? I mean, Dana knows some of the stuff I'm going through with this. It kind of drives me nuts that certain things like that are so hotly debated, and there's not really a ton of evidence that those are like extremely bad for you. Yet,
Right.
like the amount of sugar that's marketed, sold directly to kids, and just like basically from the time they're born. And I go through this with my kids. Like I'm fighting them off junk food everywhere I go. You know, I hate that like hypocrisy of like, you know, watching that kind of stuff unfold where it's almost impossible to get through life without having really shitty food given to you all the time. Like,
Oh yeah.
I have a buddy, we were out the other day, him and his family, like they're not eating that well, and like his kid passed out. It was like before we did like this thing, and we were out in the desert, and like, and then, you know, after that they're drinking soda, eating, they brought ding dongs, like, you know what I'm saying, just
Yeah,
like the
yeah, like,
worst
what are you doing?
diet
Yeah.
ever, you know. And it's like, and they even know that that's the reason, like this kid passes out all the time from stomach issue stuff, and like then they're chugging sodas and right back, you know. I'm like,
Well, yeah, what do you expect?
what?
Yeah.
You know, like how horrible that stuff is for us, and like watching it affect kids is such a bummer, you know. Like
They're babies, you know. Like
Yeah.
even from
Yeah.
the time they're like can't make decisions, they're like they're fed nothing but that.
Well,
Yes.
not only that, but like it's
bread.
everywhere, and people just don't
Yeah.
know this. So there's an education piece, but there's a fight going on right now in I guess it's Congress, but RFK is basically like him, and like Callie Means and these other doctors are like, okay, we're feeding people sugar, and one of the things you want to do is remove sodas from SNAP, from welfare, right?
Yeah.
So it's like the big companies that are like fighting against that, saying, oh, there's no like evidence to show that all this sugar is so bad for you. And it's like, why is the government paying for people to drink poison, basically? Like, and that, I don't know, it's...
No, don't get me started. That's all I can say. They're giving us, in our food is industrial runoff. It's
Right.
the byproducts they'd have to spend money to get rid of. They're just, we'll send it down the chain.
Right.
yeah.
And it's fucked up. I mean, the kid, at least when you're an adult, hey man, if you want to be
Right.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Support you. But kids is tough to watch, and that's why fathers are important,
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. 'Cause
Absolutely.
I was never taught nutrition, you know what I mean? But
Oh, yeah.
we ate elk and deer meat mostly, but then I just grew up not even knowing about it. I just drank soda all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't allow my kid to drink soda just because
Yeah.
it's a bad habit.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's one of the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like that, like when we were wrestling too, like one of our coaches, like, it's funny how simple some of this shit is, but then like once you hear, you're like, oh yeah, that makes total sense. And so like if you're cutting weight every week, and you gotta watch your caloric intake, and like one of the things is like, kids would be like, man, I'm like barely eating anything, and then he'd go, all right, well, what are you drinking? And they'd be like, having a Powerade,
Right,
having this,
yeah.
and he's like, don't drink your calories, eat them,
Yeah.
because you're gonna get more satiated by eating them, right? And like you can slurp down in a 1 minute, right, a crazy amount of calories from like a Powerade or a soda or whatever it is,
Monster,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like all that shit, it just slides down your throat, and your body doesn't really register it, and it doesn't have all the other shit that good food has, amino acids, and protein, all this other stuff,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
it's just like those, like the beverage thing is
Huge.
the sneaky, dangerous part of all that.
You work
that
in like
shit.
the beverage in it, right? Or alcohol?
Yeah, alcohol.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
Dudes, I don't know if I could take too much more.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
it's good anyways. I gotta get
No,
rid of it
yeah, you
anyway,
gotta leave. So yeah, let's
Cool,
wrap it
cool.
up. Well, Drew, thank you for coming, man. It's been great.
Yeah.
It's good to see you again.
I love chatting.
brother.
Yeah, man,
One thing about me,
absolutely.
I love chatting.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, thank
Later,
you.
guys. Banya.
Later. See you on the next one.
See you in the next
Bye.
one. Peace.
That's actually perfect.
Sweet.
Go for it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man.